Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How we all doing? Good morning.
This is a song about a sleepy monster.
Oh, look at that. Morning, gentlemen. Morning, morning. Right. How we all doing? Hello, hello. We got 5 in here. All right, there's a couple people trickling in. Hello, hello. Just gonna hang out for a little bit and look at the charts while we wait for the rest of chat to get pushed over here after Matt's stream. So, if you're in here already, we'll just be hanging out for a couple minutes. Let him do his thing. Let him wrap up his stream. I don't blame him for wanting to take trades. He has all these guests on. He's doing all this special stuff. It's cool. He's giving out codes, running giveaways. Ton going on, so I'd want to take some trades too. Alright, we're slowly getting some people trickling in here. Interesting. One and done for the day already? What'd you take? Assuming you took a short, yeah. I mean, we're holding IBL. Let's see if this breaks. This might break. Resistance zone, took a short. Oh, holding, took a short. Nice. Nice. With book map. Very nice. Yeah, props to anybody that uses book map. It's too much for me. Too much for me to handle. Although I do like sometimes a couple of guys in chat we were talking to yesterday, they have some like level 2 book map stuff integrated into their charts, so they get orbs, like absorption orbs, right on their 5-minute, which is cool. Yeah, use it for a month now. Oh, it's cool, Jamie. It's cool. No, literally, whenever he's ready to push him over here, he can do his thing. I was just saying, I think if I was doing giveaways all morning and talking to a guest and stuff, I'd be itching to trade too. So. Actually, interesting short there. Off of like 15. Would have been decent placement. Ghosty Barker, what's up? Ghostly? Ghostly Barker, what's up? What's up, Tex? You like Tex or Ryan better? What do you like? I've been saying both. Word. All right. Who mods the mods? That's the question. Continuing to test IB. Interesting. What's going on? Hey, there we go. Getting some life here. What's up, Yuri? How'd KHG go today? Yeah, we had a point of control flip down here. Rourke, what's up? Bradley, what's up? How we doing, gentlemen? Jodo, what's up? How's everybody trading? Well, there we go. Brad, what's going on? Morning. Nick, morning. How we doing, gentlemen? What's up, Austin? Andrew, what's up? Looking for a reversal. We'll see. I mean, it's been respecting initial balance low quite well, but we shall see. I mean, if we get some prints above it, I'm not totally opposed. Yeah, no, Yuri, you're the KGH guy now. Seeing the 5 on the leaderboard, yeah, that's you. Sorry. All right, do me a favor, guys. We all moved over here. It's a new stream. Throw a like on it. We'll be doing a giveaway at the start of the lunch hour. So get the likes moving here. Otherwise, we ain't gonna run it. 680 reclaim. I like to move back into the opening range 680 to 750. Yeah. What's up, Mitch? Mitch, you were putting time in yesterday. Like, every stream I saw you. $10.40 candle retest, had 90 to absorb sellers. Yeah. Yeah, that is, so... Yeah, ATR is sitting at 62. That's a 14 period ATR. So 14 period on the 5-minute. So we're looking at whatever, less 14 candles. Why 14? No clue, but that's default. Yeah, with ATR up above 60, anywhere above 40, I like to scale in with micros instead of going full mini contract. Mitch, yeah, I work 12 hours, 4 days a week at my job, so I literally just sit and trade at their computer. It's the dream setup. It's the dream setup. I think Matt did that back in the day. I know a bunch of guys talked about how they did that for a long time. Yeah, Tex, yeah, it's way too hot. Anything above 40, I like to scale down a little bit. Yeah, easy. So generally, when deciding what the appropriate sizing is for my trades, anything above a 40 ATR, I like to use 5 micros. Anything under 40, I like to use full mini. But it's hard to find days recently that are under 40 ATR, so... Yeah, right, Skidster. Yeah, so I trade a fixed 2 to 1. And I like to risk the same amount of money, regardless of how we're scaling in or out with size. So, you know, risking 250 to make 5, 2 to 1. You know, with high ATR, if we're getting a ton of movement, I'd rather have a little bit of room to take some heat. So I'll scale down into the micros. Essentially, using 5 micros, I double my double the room I have for my stop. We talked about it a ton yesterday. How many likes are we at? How are we doing? $45. Oh, come on. Can do better than that. All right. Interesting day here. Alex, ATR is average true range. So it's taking the average size of each candle over a certain period. So this is a 14 period ATR. So it's taking the last 14 candles and it's mapping out the average size from top of the wick to bottom of the wick. So it gives you a gauge of volatility and movement on the day. What you can expect in terms of movement from a single candle moving forward. Tends to ramp up in the AM and then kind of falls away during lunch, picks back up, and then slows down towards the end of the day. Skid steer. Literally everything. Like, literally everything. I don't think there's... Yeah, no. Like, everything. Trevor, I don't know. 14 was... It's one of those things. I think it's kind of like the 22 tick range chart. It was one of the... You know, it was default for me. And we just... we kept it going. Widespread panic? Not a ton. Trevor, I used to use a couple different ATRs. I'd use 5, 14, and 20, and I'd look at, you know, can kind of help you understand if we're volatility is accelerating or decelerating, but I've moved away from that just because having a bunch on the screen doesn't always help. How you guys liking all the giveaways and stuff? I actually won one earlier. No trades yet today. I was looking at IB for quite a while. I'm kind of glad I didn't take it, although it appears might play out here. It looks like we're going to roll over. So I'm not opposed to getting in short. Oh, Anthony, yeah. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I'm not opposed to finding a way to get in short. I'd like to see us come up into a spot where I can get in without taking too much heat here. Haven't won in years. It's been at least a decade. Yeah, that's pretty rough. I have a buddy that, like, he'll send me a picture every, like, 2 weeks. We'll go to a golf outing, and he's winning some type of basket. He's getting, like, a Yeti cooler or something. He wins everything. He wins everything. My theory is he just spends a ton of money on it, but... if we close on the 5-minute, coming back into the 80s could be interesting. Yeah, I'd want to see a heavy close for a continuation low, where I want to see us, you know, these strong moves down, right? See a strong move down, consolidate, strong move down, consolidate, strong move down, consolidate. So want to see it close heavy here. We did just take out this low. So point of control flipped pretty early on too, so keep buying the sweeps, just loading up. Yeah, I could see us kind of basing out here and catching legs too. I mean, this kind of works in terms of my entry model, but feels weird with point of control being down here and IB sitting right above it. Trying to sell this +2 standard deviation here at like 60, or no, 90. It's actually a big whole number, 600. Feels a bit sketchy. Jamie, Liam, are you gonna be cheering for your English brothers tonight in the World Cup? I'm gonna be honest. World Cup, anybody but Messi. So yes, in this case, yes. Yeah, I feel like some of the officiating's been a bit questionable. I don't know. Good luck with that. Mitch, need to full port the winner. 1 trade pass. So I actually won, I won the Lightning. I won the Lightning funded, so it's already passed. Go Messi. First World Cup in 80 years. Really? Anyone but Mbappe, so yesterday was a good day. Yeah, I have a buddy that despises him as well. Messi getting calls just like Jordan did and Brady did. Instant ban from the channel if they support Argentina. I agree. Glad I didn't take this entry here because I don't know. This thing looks super choppy. We're kind of barcoding here. It was like this too when I hopped on yesterday. We barcoded. We had that weird quintuple bottom right when I hopped on. Take a look. That thing was crazy. Was it MNQ? Was it in the... I don't think it was in the MNQ. Oh no, it was ES. It was ES. Yesterday in the ES. Right when I hopped on. Basically the same type of price action. Choppy, weird. This thing. Whatever that is. Literally, we're doing the same thing right now. That's gross. Devastating news for you, Mitch. Oh god, what do you say? 5 funded with Tradeify, so even if I won, I gotta give it away. LOL. You know, I thought about just taking the giveaway code and flashing it up on screen, and just creating a mad dash to get it in first, but no, I claimed it. Full transparency. Yeah, lunch with Liam, where we start stream and immediately barcode sideways and get quintuple bottoms. I was watching you guys last night with the fib, with the the 0.61 and the 50% retracement. Yeah, no, literally, Anthony. I thought about it and I was gonna like flash like maybe like 10 different codes up here. One of them being the real one and 10 fake ones, but I was like, eh. I also didn't have enough time to throw it together real quick. Yeah, I think I'm gonna trade it. Gonna wait through some of this and we'll trade it. We might be breaking through here. I don't know. We'll see. I think we're eventually gonna... I mean, it's just a matter of when, right? And how do you get in? I think we'll roll over here, though. Standard deviation channel, at least on the last 100, 22 tick range candles, is still trending up. So I'd like to see this channel slope back down negative, and then try to offer any bounces off the +2 standard deviation here. Took a trade at the 0.618 of the initial move down earlier for a base hit. Yep. I mean, fibs work to an extent, right? Whether it's like a mechanism of the market, or if we all just, you know, use fibs, so therefore it works because it's a point of interest. Whatever it is, I mean, they do seem to work to a certain extent. It's like any indicator, right? It's like, when it works, it's pretty, you know? Like, I was watching Danny last night. He threw a anchored VWAP on the low of the day, and then, you know, caught this, you know, it broke VWAP and completely violated it the first time, but the second time it bounced off it to the tick, right? So it looks pretty when it works. It's any indicator. It's all context. I didn't know you marketed in. That's kind of crazy. All right, so channel's moving back negative. Lines up with the direction on the day. I mean, we're only down 0.78%, so we have more room to the downside. IB again? I don't know. We've been chopping. All right, so setup would say take a short at like 588. But again, super choppy. We'll see. So far, so good. It's respected it. breaks through this +1 standard deviation, comes down to the linear regression at yeah, there you go. Yeah, this is one of those spots where it's like a 50-50, right? Like we've just been going sideways. This is ugly. This is horrible. Gonna pump back up in my opinion. Yeah, very well might. I'll stand with my take. I think we're like 50-50 right now. Yeah, patience, absolutely. Especially when you're looking at this. What's the 1 hour looking like? I mean, 1 hour's clean. Wants to go. Run the wicks before it runs back to VWAP. Yeah. Totally agreed, Mitch. Bulk of my time trading is spent not trading. I mean, it's quite boring, but I mean, crude's coming down too, which is interesting. So, CPI print yesterday, crude's coming down. Crude's coming down back to that that local high. I mean, when we broke above, we gapped up on that, you know, headline risk, that headline news the start of the week. Broke that local high, broke that local high, broke through this. Ended up coming up to the gap. So, coming back down to the bottom of this. Interesting implications for the indices, although, you know, we're down in both. So, not the typical inverse correlation we get. Jamie, pub calling your name. Enjoy the game. That'll be cool. Have fun. Sizable buys getting filled right here, right now. Yeah, I mean, if we passive seller defending the 600 range and aggressive buyer positioning for a run up. Yeah, I mean, if you look at, and this is just, you know, some of the larger orders coming in. I guess we started barcoding around 1040, right? So, or yeah, 1040. So going back to like 1040, what's been the bulk of these larger orders? I don't know, it's pretty mixed. Some buying, good amount of buying, good amount of selling. Nothing really too stand out-ish. Yeah. But this isn't an aggregate, that's just individual large orders. This morning pulled back exactly at the 61.8. Nick, I have 3 monitors. Yeah. Yeah, no, I got way too much going on here. But in terms of trading, like when I'm looking at the screen, I only have 1 monitor with actual charts on it. I just bounce back and forth between looking at like the 1 hour, and then I'll look at you know, I have the 5 minute where I tick my entries and the 22 tick range chart, which I use for trying to determine if it's worth entering or not. In terms of aggregate, much of the sellers are trapped at 550. I mean, that's what you want to see, right? You want to see a wave of sellers come in. You want to see it get bought back up. That's what we actually saw that yesterday on the trade I took. We saw a nice move after, so 650 getting tested here. Yeah, I don't know. I tend not to trade any of this. I just wait. 680 now. I could see 682. I mean, we took the lows, right? So we took those 1040 lows down here. So I could see us taking the some of the highs here in this chop, the 660. Yuri, just made myself a watermelon slushie and got done some work. Sounds pretty good. Although, I don't know. Have you guys heard about the that parasite going around in fresh fruit? I don't know if it's in watermelons. If you're in the US, has anybody heard of that? I keep seeing stuff on that. I don't want to go into too much detail what the parasite does, but if you've seen it, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Lambra. Get one, why not? Yeah, exactly. Makes you dump like the market. Yep. Trying to blame Taco Bell for the... Oh, this is gross price. Atrocious. Literally the start of the stream, right here. Like, right here. Barcoding, sideways. I mean, if you've been playing the range, there's some room for money to be made. Teach me, I'm tired of door dashing. Respect the grind. Let me enjoy my slushie in peace. A lot of liquidity with the fruit parasite thing. Agreed. Tons of liquidity. It's horrible. I think watermelons are good. I think it's like small fruit. And lettuce. Not sure. Sweeps liquidity lower. Alright. Looks like we might break above here. Let's see. I could see a run of these like local highs here. Could see us making a move up and then just continuing to dump. Bradley, welcome back. Yeah, I want to hop in a trade here. It's just ooh, brutal price action. Not worth it. 630 to be defended by buyers. They're trying. Austin. Yeah, lunchtime snooze fest. Agreed. Markets are just dying. You know, it's kind of hit or miss with I mean, we're not even into the lunch hour yet. Normally I like to trade this like 11:30 Eastern, 11 o'clock Eastern. Like normally you get some good price action here. Samir, want to get that top one fan tag. How you doing, brother? I think it's just based on engagement. So chatting, time spent in chat, stuff like that. Yeah, without spamming. Yep. No, good point. Good point. Interesting spot here. sort of interested in trying to trying to bid like 615. And IB is a wall. It's just messy, right? Like it's, you know, not a clean wall. But has not closed below, so it's wicked back up every time. Yeah, 15. Nah, not working. Looking to enter 29,600. I mean, in this case, that would have been a great entry. But I don't know. It's kind of right in the middle of this range, right? So, you know, not super into that either. $91 on market. That was at 11:30. Assume that's here. No, up here. So some point in here we got 91 on market being bought, but it did not influence price, which is kind of crazy. $25. I actually don't have an IB indicator. I just toss it up there. Let's take a look at that. Oh, we're looking at the wrong chart here. Here we go. Tossed IB on here. Oh, there we go. Okay. Tossed IB on MNQ, but instead of NQ. Gotta fix that. I mean, I could see longs here. I could totally see longs here. Let's see. Let's fix that. 10:30. Bum, bum. Holding long, maybe straight up, go. Buffalo. Yeah, just under 640. Yep. Why do you trade the closing hours of New York rather than the open? Typically I trade the open. Typically I trade the open, and I'll usually be done by about now. Normally I'm wrapped up by the start of lunch hour. But with the new stream segment, we'll be figuring out what lunch hour is all about, what price action looks like together. I don't mind trading in the afternoon either. Like the end of lunch hour, 1 o'clock, when some life comes back into the market, enjoy trading that. But normally I'll take a break during lunch and I'll come back and get a fresh look. Buyers need to, yeah. Just crazy choppy. I mean, in terms of like your typical, I mean, you see this reversal all the time. It's just weird and choppy. You see the break, you slight break of that low and then rebound and continue higher. But you know, there's all this in between here. All right. How many likes are we at? Where are we at? Okay. 73. All right, we can get that to 100. Come on. ATR about to fall off a cliff, I think. Yeah, I mean, it's still 61. It's just choppy. We're still getting movement. It's just barcodey. I know, Nick. I know. 612? 612. Could bid 612. What's that give me? $82 is my stop, basically right below the bottom of this candle. Interesting. Is anybody long from down here at like 540 or like 560 in that area? Moondoc, you talking about the chart on the right? You talking about the range chart? Or are you talking about time and sales in the middle here? No, flat right now. Yeah. Buyers I was waiting for. Not really interested in pushing price up. The time and sales? Yeah. So this is the same tick stream. I'm just filtering from top one is filtered by you know, ones. Bottom's filtered for orders 10 and above. On volatile days, sometimes I'll put this to 20, sometimes I'll move it to 50. What it does do is give you a look into, you know, are orders coming in with size, and if so, what are they, right? So they're market orders, so, you know, sometimes, and we actually caught a nice glimpse of this yesterday after, yeah, that 618 level, like 620 levels, kind of interesting. I'm just worried about volume point of control below it at 600. Because then, you know, I'm only giving it 25 points of room. Locking yourself out, yeah, might be smart. Sorry you're having to watch this. Also, yeah. No, that's what trading is. I don't know, a lot of time spent doing nothing. But it's giving me a chance to talk to you guys, so. But where was I? Moondoc. So it helps me at least differentiate what type of market orders are coming in. So yesterday we took a trade, we saw a nice move. I bid the -2 standard deviation in what was looking like a bit of an uptrend, and it caught legs. And so while we were sitting in that trade, I got stopped break even. Probably moved it a little too early. But what we then saw was a ton of orders come in on market, not in the 1s, 2s, 3s, but big batches of 10s, 15s, 20s coming in, pushing price higher, and then a lot of red, a lot of sales coming in the 1s and 2s. So, you know, do we know who's doing that? No. Is that market makers? Is that gamma exposure? Everybody claims to have the answer and the reason why all the ticks are coming in. But, you know, whatever it is, we saw people coming in with size. And so, you know, if I hadn't been stopped to break even, it would have given me confidence to hold the trade out. Maybe not trail the 1 minute. And sometimes you'll see a lot of buying coming in on the ones and twos and not in size. And, you know, you'll see that more on a trend day. You'll see kind of slow, organized buying coming in. So it just gives you a sense of that. Again, everything I use is just context, not the, nothing's the answer, right? No indicator will tell you exactly what you need, no level. IB doesn't always hold. Time to feed the cats their meds. Good luck with that. Asian session has been much cleaner than regular trading hours. Yeah, I was watching Jaws last night. It didn't look too bad. It was pretty directional. I like directional markets. So, you know, I mean, if we zoom out and we look at the dailies, these markets have been a bit of a struggle for me. Like, you know, like that. Not having any direction. This type of price action right here. This type of price action, I trade really well. It's very conducive of my my trading strategy. But this, whatever this is, this barcoding sideways with a slowly decreasing level of volatility as things level out here, super weird. So, you know, trying to be as patient as possible with you know, given the context, right? Did I trade last night? I did not. I did not take an entry. Didn't really get anything. Smear, how can you know the market will be trending or not beforehand? I mean, it's there is no, again, there's ways to gauge trend, right? But there is no way to determine how long it'll be trending for or if it'll continue, right? A lot of it is context. It's and this is where I like some of the more macro stuff, and I think we're going to talk a little bit about that during my stream session the next week and, you know, moving forward. But a lot of it's like market context, right? It's no, not trend lines. No, we're not drawing sideways lines. No, a lot of it's you know, what regime are we in? What's the current trade? You know, what's happening on a macro level? You know, is inflation the narrative? Is the AI trade the narrative? Is oil in Iran and the Strait of Hormuz the narrative? Is an increase in volatility the narrative? Stuff like that. I mean, that's what steers the market. So, and again, not the end-all be-all. I'm not an economist. I don't know, you know, what that does, but you can kind of pick up on what's going on in the market. So I like to use that as context when it comes to trying to determine directionality. Yeah, right? If the ones with the billions of dollars are the ones making the move, you'll see it. So terms of the trades I'm taking, I'm sitting here looking at the charts just like you guys, but I think it helps to have some context. So we'll slowly incorporate some of that stuff as we go here. We talked about CPI, some of the implications on rate hikes, rate cuts based on the way the market's pricing that in yesterday. So I find that stuff interesting. Don't know if you guys do, but we'll see. Again, coming down, getting bid right back up. Yeah, 80 has been strong. Yeah. Samir, I mean, do large groups of people or large size positions have effects on the market? Yeah, absolutely. Like look at GameStop, right? Like that was largely driven by a massive influx of retail traders coming in and creating that squeeze. So, yeah, I mean, that's what markets are, right? It's an auction. Price is determined by people's willingness to buy and sell. So, yeah, when people pick a direction, or institutions pick a direction, or retail picks a direction, or, you know, whatever, it'll impact price. Volume point of control still. Yep. Yeah, Ryan, this was the story yesterday too, for the first like hour of my stream session. Nah, it's algorithms created by ICT. I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that one, but trade whatever you trade. If you find success, trade it. Coordinating groups to move certain stocks, it's a different story. Yeah, I mean, it's very illegal. But there is something to be said about, you know, group dynamics and how people kind of pile into similar trades or a similar idea without actually needing to coordinate. Yeah. Back down to IB. Oh no. Normally I mark IB out white, so I keep thinking that's IB. I mean, we've been bouncing off of IB at the top here. Narrow area of the volume. Does that fast price drop or rise? I assume you're talking about the volume profile histogram. I mean, when you see a quick move, right, you're going to see less volume in that area, just because there's been many more trades conducted down here, right? So that's why you have more volume. Just like if you look at the overnight. So I have the overnight plotted versus the session. So if you look at the overnight, there's a lot of volume up here because it's where we spent the bulk of the overnight session. But in places where we moved quickly, there's not typically a lot of volume. Just because price is slipping or, you know, pumping. Banks and large investment institutions would print a lot of money. They do. They definitely make a lot of money. But trading with size introduces new problems, which include being able to efficiently enter and exit positions, so nothing we have to deal with, but could be interested in rebidding 95 or like 600, or offering 95, 600, but I have no trust in this until we break below this 80 level. Absolutely zero trust in this 80 level here. I want to see us break below it. Yeah, I mean, we're looking at the mini right now, right? So 59. I mean, you can see a ton. Tons of orders coming in. 40 here, 59 here, 59 here. So large orders. Alright, we closed right above 80. Could be interested in this. I mean, it looks kind of rolly. But usually when I say words like, it looks kind of rolly, it's not a... it's a reason not to trade. 93. Yeah, super trappy when the flush looks obvious. I agree. I mean, I'd be selling the lows of this range, right? So, yep. Entering here would be like flipping a coin. No, I totally agree. Anywhere in here feels like flipping a coin. Yeah, right. Rolly. It looks rolly. Very technical. I'm sure they use that word in on the trading floors on in Wall Street. It's looking rolly, guys. Yeah, Austin, that's how it feels. The moment I pick a side, it'll go the other way. We'll see. I mean, do we just play the range? Do I just bid it down here with a wide stop? Again, same thing. The moment I try to play the range, it'll break the range, but building liquidity to prepare for movement. I mean, yeah, that's typically how markets move. All right, if you guys haven't already, we will be doing the giveaway in like 5 minutes here. So, giveaway every day at the start of the lunch hour, New York session lunch hour. So, make sure you throw a like on the stream. Won't start that up until we hit a couple more of those. Above a 15-minute fair value gap. Yeah, I don't trade that, but if it works for you, it works for you. Yeah, Ryan, I was kind of wondering about that. Is he a voting member? Oh, she. Cook. What am I thinking of? Bradley, Financial Juice. Use Financial Juice basically for all of my news. Oh, Lisa Cook, yeah. Mortgage, yeah. I think we're gonna see some of that an increased emphasis on rate cut stuff as we get further in the year, based on how we're pricing in. I mean, I think we're pricing in a high probability of rate hikes by September, which is interesting. So I think we'll all be talking more about that as the rest of the year unfolds, and we start seeing what the implications of oil are. Well, oil being elevated, even if it's coming down. You're getting low attention. Do something interesting. Take a trade at least. By next time, you will not have a viewer. Hey, if I take a trade now, I might not have money by next time either. So, I'll pass on that. But You guys got my back. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, it looks like it might trap here. Alright, we're at 95 likes. We need 100 likes. We'll do this, I want like 120 likes. We'll do the giveaway. We got 170 in here, so 120 likes, we will run the giveaway. Oh, this actually looks good for a move lower. All good, Samir, all good. Now we're dumping. Look at that. Right at the top of the lunch hour. +2 to -2. Alright, we're at 108. 12 more. 12 more likes. You guys got that. Matt's always lurking. I mean, we're moving down into the bottom of these wicks. So, we shall see. Curious if we get bought back up down here or what. If we wick back up into this range, I think I might go insane. $109 likes. Come on. We're close. The meme fibs. I was watching that last night in Jaws' stream. The meme fibs were working. They looked good. Yeah, bear flag. Yep. Could be. 111. $113. Getting there. $114. All right, sweeping the lows. Didn't quite yet, but working on it. Oh, there we go. Took the lows. Tradeify's struggling here. Or it's my internet, one or the other. We'll see. Hopefully not that. Alright, so we took the lows. Volume profile disappeared. Let's refresh that. There we go. I mean, I want to see a strong close here. How many likes are we at? Do we get to the 120 goal? $116? We're right there. Come on. 18. All right, 122. Cool, cool. All right, give me 1 second while I get this set up. Oh, Matt's working on a bug, so give us a few, we'll get that running for you. In the meantime, I'm actually interested in trading this a little bit. We're getting some movement. Naked point of control, 29,500. Holding short from 9 a.m. onward. I mean, that's a great trade if the... Austin, feel like Matt's big brothering it up right now. It kind of is. We'll take that. Let's relaunch this. All right. Giveaway should be fixed. Let me take a look. All right, for anybody that does not know how this works, toss Apex in the chat. You'll be entered. When the winner is announced, go to the website on screen, grab that code, and then repaste it into YouTube chat. Once you're confirmed, your code will appear in that browser that you had previously opened. If we do not get a claim after 2 minutes, we'll re-roll. Hop in, capital A, Apex. Make sure you guys hop in. 39. We can do better than that. We got 170-something people in here. Want to get over 100 before we run it. Give everyone a chance to hop in. $60. Flatlining at 63. Come on, we can do more than that. There we go. 66. There we go. Matt hopping in. I won earlier, so his chance, his time. 70. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right, up to 80. All right, we need 100 to run it, guys. Unless we flatline here at 80, but... $83. 85, all right. Getting there. Ten more. 92. Closing it at 100. 6 more. 6 more. 2 more. 2 more. Four away. Come on. We don't have 4 more in here? 2 more. 2 more, and then we're closing it. Last 2. Oh, we're so close. Come on. 1 more. Hey, all right. Closed. Boom. Snow. All right. If you didn't hear my spiel earlier, make sure, go to the site, grab the code, and paste it in the YouTube chat so it can verify you. You got a minute 30 left. Go grab that code off of the website on screen, paste it into YouTube chat. There you go. Cool, cool. Your code should be on that other tab. Congrats, congrats. Once we start running the giveaway, we get all the price movement. What the heck? Right. If you guys haven't heard our spiel over the last couple days, if you didn't win, tbm.gg, code TBM gets you the best discount at any of the props. You guys will see us trading over the next week. A little bit of change for the channel. So you'll see us trading multiple different props. You'll see extended hours. You'll see some different faces. That includes me. I am on every day at 10 o'clock Central, 11 Eastern. I follow Matt up. After me, stick around, you will have Danny Dimes. Danny Trades Power Hour. He's working on a lot of cool stuff. He's going to be working on journaling, some fun stuff like that. So make sure you stick around for that. Watch his MOC, all that good stuff. Talks through the trades he's taken in the morning. Every night, 5 o'clock Central, 6 Eastern, Jaws streams. Real fun streams. I've been hopping in those, hanging out. So go say what's up to him. Laugh at him for using a standing desk and not being able to sit down for 5 hours. Yep, new schedule times on the top header. Check it out. And then in the morning, Jamie for London session. And then we will have a new streamer, I think, starting on Monday, doing the overnight session in Korean. So that's awesome. Don't hold me to that. I think that's right, though. But all right. Now that we got some of the housekeeping out of the way, let's look for a trade, huh? We've been staring at this barcoding all day. Right when we start the giveaway, we get some price movement. Lambra, I'm a little hazy on the details. Jaws needs to add a treadmill to get his steps in. Well, he wakes up early in the morning. He works out every morning. I think he's training for a marathon right now. So he's up bright and early, trains, goes to work, and then stands for 5 hours, which is insane. But good on him. I listen to all types of music. Pretty all over the place. All right. Like to see us come and test this +2 standard deviation. I think it only happened a couple times yesterday where I felt comfortable taking a trade. I've seen it happen a couple times, but it was all during this chop, so we'll see if we get anything here. Might go without us. Ideally, would like to get in on a little bit of a pullback. Switch the music a little bit. There we go. Ideally, would like to get in on a bit of a pullback just because. Don't want to take too much heat on my entry. Don't want to rush into things. I'll be moving over to micros to take my entry. We're still sitting at a ATR of 55.8, so I want to give myself a little bit extra wiggle room. Austin asking the good questions. Yeah, Ryan, locking you. Yeah, I mean, it's taking a lot of willpower to sit here and wait, especially through all this junk. Joe, that is tbm.gg. If you can check out, if you look below me on screen, tbm.gg/discord. There's also a bunch of information in the Discord on the announcements tab. So if you're not already in the Discord, jump in the Discord. It's free. It's a community of people like us. We just hang out and talk trading. But yeah, that website we were just on, looking at the different props, tbm.gg. It's also in the description. Everything you need should be in there. Yeah, no problem, Joe. Alright, let's see. I mean, this kind of right at this big round number, 500. 29,500. Lo-fi stream beats classic right here. I know, it's like, it's kind of haunting me a little bit. I think I heard this last night when I was sleeping. The OG. Awesome, Joe. How's work going, Joz? We were just talking about you standing for 5 hours. Dude's an animal. Alright. You know what? Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna offer 500. I think might be a bit aggressive, but gonna offer 500 on 5 contracts on micros. Coincides with this +2 standard deviation on this pullback. Feels a bit trappy. A little worried we kind of reverse from here. We move lower, reverse, and move higher. But I think it's an appropriate way to get some risk on the table. So risking 250 bucks. We're looking for a 50-point move. Work is work. Standing for 5 hours is way cooler, to be honest. Fair. I've been having a lot of fun doing this. I'm not sure about you, but I think this is awesome. So, I feel you on that. Alright. Are we going to miss my entry? Tell me I just sat here for an hour and a half staring at barcoding and I missed my entry by a couple points. 3 points? Yeah, 3 points. 2.5. Gonna leave it on for now. We'll see how this reacts. Might take it off though. Just because I like to get filled on that initial test of some of these levels, especially the big, you know, round numbers and stuff like that. You look younger, man. Feel pretty old after my workout last night, can't lie, so. Yeah, appreciate you popping in, Joss. I'll catch up with you tonight. Pop in your stream, hang out for a little bit. Frustrating. Missed it by a couple points here. Basically did exactly what we wanted it to do. But knees, I'm 87 years old. What's going on, Fluffy? Yeah, Ryan, that's why I kind of that's why I was willing to bid this, because it's not super violent. It just feels like we're slowly melting here. So bidding, you know, it's trying to bid or get offers in. Doesn't feel too crazy. Sometimes when we're moving down pretty quickly, there's just no room for it. Just goes without you. Consolidates, then breaks all of a sudden and starts dropping. Looking good for 87. Appreciate it. Well, all right. So, gonna go ahead and take this off. We missed the trade by 3 points. 3 points, give or take. Would have had plenty of room for drawdown. Would have just come down and... actually, we would have missed take profit. We'd still be in this trade. Yup, ATR still sitting at 54.4, so 5 micros, doubling my run-out size. So same risk, same 2 to 1, risking $250, looking to make 5. Sometimes we adjust that a little bit based on what's going on. Sometimes we trail the 1 minute, sometimes we move to break even. But same risk, always same risk profile, 2 to 1, looking to make 500, risking 250. Just helps me understand, you know, my risk of ruin, all that good stuff. You know, with understanding success rates and stuff like that, it makes the you know, it makes the equity curve a little bit more predictable. It makes drawdown a little bit more understandable. So I always stick to that. But with ATR being elevated, not crazy high, to be fair, it's falling down, but ATR 55 just about. I like to give myself a little bit of run out. So cut my size in half, move down to 5 micros, and risking 25 points instead of 12.5, because 12.5 can be extremely tight. Especially, you know, in the more recent markets, what we've been experiencing with elevated volatility and all that stuff. Yeah, Ryan, it's, I don't know, I kind of look at it, so I was a math minor in school, a finance major math minor, so it's, I don't know, I kind of look at the whole prop system as like a set of math equations, right? You're handed a set of rules, and that set of rules kind of guides how, what an optimal sequence of trades would look like. And there's different ways to go about it, there's different approaches, but, we're dumping here. Good trade idea. Didn't get filled. Would have been good for minimal drawdown and 50 points. Bit frustrating after sitting through this, getting the opportunity and not getting filled on the offer. But yeah, I kind of look at it like game theory, right? So it just helps me understand what's going on in these props a little bit better. Yeah, a lot of people flip between the two in kind of an arbitrary way. And, you know, Cat got filled at 495. Oh, so you front run me a little bit there. Well, I'm glad you got filled. Did we come up to that? Oh, it was this candle. Yeah, looks like you would have gotten filled. Nice trade. You out of that trade? Did you take profit, Cat? Nice. See money, take money. There you go. Nice trade. All right, we're getting the same opportunity here. The only difference being that coming up and tapping the +2 standard deviation is essentially at an equivalent high here on the last move. So we'd be bidding like 80, a little lower actually, 75 to 80, or offering. Keep saying bidding. Can you tell I'm permable? Although it looks like that wouldn't have gotten filled either. Barcoding on the daily? I know, we were just looking at that. It's kind of insane. And it's a lot of price movement, right? Like they're big days when it comes to movement. Like, you know, this is quite a bit of volatility. It's just, you know, this is what we've been working with for the last month, and then we had this for, you know, almost 2.5 months. Nice steady uptrend, just get in long and let it ride. Now we're dealing with this. So, yeah. Iraqi explosion headlines. What's crazy is that used to be like, that used to mean something to me. And now it's like, oh yeah, you know, Iraqi explosion headlines. Right, it is Wednesday, right? Of course there's going to be some explosion headlines. Interesting market. Question for you guys. Have you been feeling the market so far this year with all the headline risk and all the big news? Has it impacted your trading, what you're making? Do we like the volatility? Do we hate the volatility? Have we been trading it well? Where do you guys stand on all that? Curious. It's been a huge test in exercise in patience for me, personally. Baron Media, yeah, hate it. Yep, same. Same. Feeling it in my head, yes. Oh, you have a feeling in your head. Definitely have to be flexible, which is incredibly difficult when you get accustomed to one market. Yeah, exactly. I think a lot of people too don't understand, or don't quite understand the idea that, like, you know, when markets change, their edge or whatever they're using to trade might not work as well. That they need to adjust that. And so, you know, this trading thing is constantly adapting to markets rather than trying to find an edge that you think will permanently work. And so a lot of people miss that and end up going into drawdown or struggling because of it. 466. 466 on the NQ. So right here. I don't think we come back up and tap 70, but if we do. Thumbs up, volatility. Thumbs down, my ability to change quickly enough with the market. Exactly. Exactly. Any trades yet? So we took a trade. We missed the fill by 3 points, and it ran perfectly to our take profit. So we're trying to get in here. I'm pretty meticulous about my entries and pretty patient. Sorry if it's not entertaining, but I try to yap a ton in between to keep you guys entertained. Interesting. Cheap trade here. Could do the wick test. Stop below this candle. Actually, don't mind that too much. Volume channel starting to flatten out, actually. Or the 22 tick range channel. The linear regression starting to flatten out. Moving to an uptrend. So that invalidates my my taking a short off of this 2 standard deviation just because we're now trending up. So, flip to looking for longs, maybe in the cards here. Yeah, V bottom, I agree. V bottom would be nasty here. Maybe back into some of this volume from earlier. Back into this chunk of consolidation. Or we're just going to come up here, wick out, and keep it pushing lower. Is the Discord link broken in the on the site? See if we can get that fixed. Yeah. Yeah, Alberto. It is a... So, I'm on the... I trade on the 5-minute. I put my entries on the 5-minute, but I also use a 22-tick range chart as my... as kind of an indicator in terms of small-scale pullbacks. And so I'll use that to find entries. So what I'm doing is plotting a linear regression against the last 100 candles in the 22-tick range chart. And then these are just standard deviations off of that linear regression that's being plotted. I've tried using like a rolling standard deviation, more of like a VWAP kind of situation, but I like this because it completely isolates price, right? So we're just going by 22 ticks of movement. You know, we're kind of isolating price over here, so looking at price only and plotting the linear regression against that price, looking for standard deviation moves off of it. We took a great trade yesterday. I ended up break even, but it was like it came down, tapped my break even. I would have taken 4 points of heat and gotten 50 out of it. And today we didn't get filled by 3 points. Would have taken 50 out of it. So, you know, got to be patient with it and use it when it's appropriate. But find I have a pretty decent success rate when trading it. Don't quite know what that means, but so this could be interesting if you're looking for a reversal, right? Come down, tap the -2 standard deviation. We did flip this standard deviation channel positive, right? So we're now pointed in a positive direction. So there could be an argument to try to bid the 40s here. So, and you can get a pretty cheap trade out of that. You could bid the 40s with a stop, you know, right below 30. Looking for some points here. Holding for now, but that can and will change. Again, you know, indicators are never never the answer. Just a bit of you know, it's a hint. Liquidity down at 400. How many are resting down there? $220 on MNQ. Oh yeah, yeah. I think we'll break down to 400. Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're on the way right now, right? Let's see here. Refresh this, see if I can get the volume profile to come back. Who is that in the thumbnail? That's me. That's me. Or are you talking about Matt's thumbnail? That was Brett earlier. I think he was in the thumbnail too. Stuck at 547. No counter today? No, it's been better. I have I've literally gotten like 3 who's this guys. Granted, I think I brought it on myself yesterday with the counter being on screen, right? I kind of I think I juiced the numbers up a little bit. Might have been some insider trading, but I mean, this thing's just dropping, kind of going without us. Guess this 480 would have been a nice entry. Short. Andrew, how's the progress on passing evals? We've taken 2 small trades, so I'm going to be trading them at least to start off like I'd trade my fundeds. Slow and steady, looking to risk $250 or make $500. So, yeah, as we get more comfortable with this whole streaming thing, talking to you guys, you know, running giveaways, placing trades, you guys should see a little bit more action. But one thing I'm not willing to compromise is my patience. So happy to report the last couple days, the only trades I've really looked into taking or have taken have been either break even or resulted in essentially the outcome I was looking for to play out. Yeah, translate. You know, it's FOMO's one of those things, man. But it's nice to hear other people say they have FOMO because it kind of validates how you're feeling and helps keep you out of making a mistake. Or it has the opposite effect. Somebody says they just made a bunch of money and you want to jump in short too, but it can go either way. Might be interested in shorting 460, but I doubt we're going to come up to that. All right, give me a minute, guys. I'm going to run to the bathroom. I will be right back. Give me a sec. Hide that. All right. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I will be back. All right. All right, we're back. see. Did it come up in tag 60? Did not come up in tag 60. How we doing? Who's made money today? $450 could be interesting. Although it's kind of right in the middle of this, right in the middle here, so that's interesting. Finish my Celsius off. 45. 45.50 is an interesting spot. Was up 2,600. Now I'm down 1,200. That's insane. Were you trying to pass something for 3,000? Did you get stuck at that last 400 bucks? Been there, done that. It's a rough spot to be. Oh, still holding. That's crazy. 5,500 across 5 accounts. Yeah, there we go. Good trading. Yeah, this is one of those days where I wish I just could hop in a short and close my eyes, you know what I mean? Is the account hacked or what? No, it is not. Haven't done the spiel much today, Daniel, so... outside of Matt's normal streaming hours, there are 3 of us, I guess now 4 of us, that will be streaming. So you can catch Matt every day, his normal streaming hours, market open, 8:30 Central, 9:30 Eastern. Following Matt, I hop on. I trade the lunch hour with Liam. We'll be doing giveaways, hanging out, charting, talking, yapping, whatever. Taking trades. After me is Danny Dimes. He comes in for Power Hour, watches MOC with you guys. I know he's talking a lot about getting into journaling and starting a group journaling session so we can all hold each other accountable. After that, Jaws comes in for the Globex Open at 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central. You can find the schedules in the Discord if you hop in there or look in the announcements tab. And then following Jaws, starting next week, I think, not for the next couple days, will be a Asian session stream in Korean, which is super awesome. And then Jamie kicks us off bright and early if you're in the US for London session, and yeah, he's been kicking butt in the London session. He's been taking great trades both days. Cool stuff to see, actually. And then right back to Matt, rinse and repeat. No, Daniel, it's brand new. Yeah, we just started this literally yesterday, so this is stream number 2 for me. Do I have a prop firm that I recommend? So, also news, we will be branching out into some new firms. So these are the firms right here. You can go to tbm.gg. It is also in the description. If you look down below, tbm.gg/discord. Announcements are also in there. Use code TBM for the best discount. All of these firms. Yeah, Matt's been trading a bunch of them. He just had the Tradeify CEO on today, Brett. It's cool hearing from him. He dropped some perspective on the new single stock futures that are dropping on CME in like 2 weeks. So yeah, feel free to give the website a check it out. What's nice is if you wanna give it a quick glance, you can find Matt's take on it, the pros and cons of each site, and you know how he plans on using it or how he recommends what he thinks. What he thinks the pros and cons are. So give that a look. It's a good resource, can help you out. Greedy or exit break even? Translate, you've been on a roller coaster here. You've been on quite a roller coaster here. Up 2,600, down 1,200, now break even. I might take that break even and get out. I don't know. That's me, but not advice, not advice. Looks like we might get a bit of a reversal here. Could be a cheap trade in the works. We get the chance to bid. Holding my long, looking to hit 660. Well, we got a ways for that. Did I read that right? 660? Trade an NQ? Oh, okay. Look at that. Something. Translate. Translate what? 550. Translate. What's going on with that? Did you get out on that? That's insane. Okay, so quite a pop. Tons of volume just came in. I'm not sure what news that was. Hopefully we get something here shortly. But yeah, all of that, let's see, 40, 46, 47, all of that came in size. I mean, we had 20, 12, 14, 30, 30, 10, 12, 11. So tons of size coming in. Want 660? There you go. Great, after you got out. Were you short, LD, or no? Slipped you like crazy? I know. Yeah, that's the kind of move where it gets a little weird. Spread widens crazy on moves like that. All right, back down to the base. I'm not quite sure what that was. A lot of volume. Mostly looking for shorts since we're low IBL. Yeah, same. I mean, that's kind of how I use IB. I like to use IB as a point of reference, right? I mean, look what was going on earlier with IB. Just barcoding underneath of it. But yeah, IB low, IB high, inside days, outside days, in balance, out of balance. Can do the same thing with value, right? We're inside of value, outside of value, below or above value area high, value area low. It's a good gauge of what's going on in the market. I mean, we're down 1%, so not a crazy day. Certainly more room to the downside, but yeah, that was interesting. Almost took a long there. I was starting to look for longs. We just didn't get anything that I would consider an entry. And then we popped. Would have been cool if we were in there. Broke the 29,500 level. If we get back above that, we get a nice close above that. I might be interested in trying to take maybe a retest of the 500 level back up towards IBL. But quite an interesting move. Interested to see what happened there. Haven't seen anything. Oh, look at that. Seeing the profit's difficult to hold, trusting the plan. No, I totally agree. I had a great trade set up yesterday. I moved to break even. I only took 4 points of heat. Got stopped break even, tapped, and then it immediately bid back up and ran to my 50-point target. So yeah, no, I feel that. Sometimes trailing the 1 minute can be helpful. Although when it's choppy, that gets a little dicey. But trailing the 1 minute, you know, trailing 3 or 4 1-minute candles outside of the current candle can be a good way to kind of guarantee yourself some profit and get rid of some of that anxiety. Fluffy bowl, rip. Getting close to the 29,500. All right. Back above it. So what I'm looking for is if we do end up getting a reversal here, kind of a V bottom, and coming back into IB, I want to see the linear regression on the last 100 candles on the 22 tick change to be sloped positive, which it looks like it will be here if we put in a new high with this candle. If we get over that 29,540 and change level. Sometimes trail the 2 minutes. Yeah. Translate. We're talking green candles right now, don't worry. Yeah, I'd want to see this switch to be positively sloped, and then I'll start to bid the -2 standard deviation and see if we can catch a bid if we close above 29,500 if it presents itself. That's what I'm kind of looking for. We'll see if we get that. Could be kind of trappy, so who knows. But a bit of a spike in ATR. We're back up to 55 on the 14 period. Yeah, 50. Yep, exactly. In an ideal world, we reclaim 500, and 500 aligns with either the -1 or the -2 standard deviation, and I can grab a pullback and play it up towards IB. Adam, we'll call it 3 years, not full-time really. 3 years, probably a little bit longer than that, but if you take some time off and include some of that, roughly 3 years. We've been trading props. Now I wish I wasn't locked out. I know, now it starts, well, we get a bit of a V-bottom, but started to look a little bit more juicy here. So we'll see. Alright, so standard deviation channel, that linear regression starting to flatten out. Want to see it. Yeah, it's got that look. I totally agree. I just want to be able to get in without taking too much heat. So, alright, there we go. So we're positively sloped. So, no, you're good, Fluffy. I've taken a good chunk of payouts. Last year I did really well on Apex, trading with Apex. Copy trading a ton of accounts. So, yeah, right now just trading 5 evals like I would trade them if they were funded. Taking it slow and hanging out here. Translate. Plan change, 550, and I'm getting out. We're closing in on that level. Alright, so when do I want to play the retest to 500? Don't want to get wrecked if this thing comes back down, so again, minimal risk on the table. Back down to 500 here. I mean, we need to close above for me to be remotely interested in taking this thing up towards IB. And it looks like we're not totally getting it. Wicking out here, running into some trouble at 500. 5 to 530. Bouncing off the -1 standard deviation. Slow is fast with trading. Harder you push the market, harder the market pushes you. Absolutely. I think there's a time and a place to be aggressive, right? Like, sometimes, I mean, I do trade aggressively sometimes, but there's also times to sit back. I mean, we started this session off barcoding sideways for an hour 30? No, 2 hours? So I watched this thing go sideways for like an hour and a half, so, you know. Time spent not taking trades is probably more valuable than time spent taking trades. 77 could be an interesting spot. How would that have played out? I mean, we tapped it. Might roll. Let's see. Meme downtrend line. Let's see. Oh, meme downtrend line. Uh-oh. Oh, I did draw it. Oh, yep. Right off the meme downtrend line. Yuck. We're gonna go ahead and delete that before we get too much heat for it. What's up, Danny? How's trading been so far today? I kind of like D-Money. I mean, Danny Dimes, there you go, D-Money. Alright, catching a bit of a bid. Like I said, I want to see us close above 29,500 before I hop in there. Green Day again. Don't want to give anything back. Yup. You still planning to do that that journaling template? We were talking about it a little bit earlier. I think it could be super cool. I'm definitely on board to give that a go. Day's been good so far. Again, had one opportunity, one trade present itself. Missed it by a couple points. Ran straight to our take profit. That's awesome. Giving it out during the stream today. Perfect. Yeah. No, I think it'll be cool if we all join in with that. Okay. Back up to 29,500. Yeah, I spent the first hour and a half today staring at this. This was my first hour and a half of trading. So, sat on my hands all day. Okay. Do we close? We got 2 minutes. Do we close above this level? Look to take it back up into IBL. Yeah, it was gross. Yeah, I saw that. That was today. And then yesterday when we started, we had the, I guess yesterday on ES, I had the quintuple bottom. Had the quintuple bottom at the start of my stream yesterday. Although it ran quite nicely after that, but... yeah, some interesting, interesting price action. Alright. 30 seconds. Looks like we might close above 29,500. In which case, I would love to look for a play back up into IBL. Back up into some of that volume from earlier. Beige book, yeah. Yeah, a ton of Fed stuff today. See what happens at the top of the hour. All right. Closed above. Got a little retest. Didn't quite come down to it. Yeah, a ton of Fed stuff today. -2's still sitting at 465. So if we can get a little bit of a run up here, see if we can grab something off of this -2. Yeah. Meme line broken. Zoom out here. Breaking above the meme line. basically at 29,500, so some buying in size too. A lot of buying right here on the 1 and 2s. Buying in size coming in, so there's some conviction behind this. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Ryan. Just looking for volume. Change in delta for sure with, you know, some of this buying and then some of this some of these buying, this wave of buying that's been coming in. Some of it's getting absorbed though, but all right. Yeah, more buying with size. 20 contracts here. Lots of buying on the 1s and 2s. Yep, exactly. I think this is where we find out. It's 29,500 level. Looks quite interesting. Unfortunately, I can't get in. Are you still talking about the Discord? Translate. I took the profit. There you go. Congrats. Glad you took the profit. Let's see, what did he say? He was up 2,600, down 1,200, then to break even. Finally took profit. Yeah, that's a roller coaster. I do not have the mental capital to handle trades like that, so glad you got out in profit. That's good. Yeah, crazy man. Wild swings. Looking to get long here, Mitch. Yeah, we took the one trade, missed it by 3 points. Still just hanging out, looking for the entries we like. Really want a retest of 500. Sup, Bradley? Things are finally heating up a little bit here, so looking to get in right now. Well, not right now, but see a setup we might be able to take. A lot of convicted buying coming in, so a lot of buying with conviction. Good volume coming in. Broke the meme line, the meme trend line down. So we'll see. Looking to start tossing some bids in at these lower standard deviations, although it's seemed to be running without us. Kind of pushing back up into volume, back up into IBL. Where is... oh my... refresh this real quick. Something's wrong with my volume profile indicator. Missed a great long, but the wife and 5-year-old brought you to lunch. Nah, it's a great reason to miss a trade. It's like the best reason to miss a trade. It's fantastic. Yeah, looking to target IBL, Mitch. If we get the opportunity here. Yeah, that's probably the best reason to miss a trade. I mean... charts are always moving, so, you know. Oh, this thing's just going. And suddenly, 29,500 feels far away. Ryan, where's volume point of control at? My my volume profiles are acting up. I'm not getting that or any of the value levels. Still 600? Gotcha. All right. $600, yeah. I mean, basically the bottom of all this consolidation where it kept getting bid up. More buying coming in. Small buying, ones and twos. This thing's just running. A lot of volume here at 50. Big whole round number. Thank you, Bradley. Yeah, no, 550 retest would also play. I like to see a nice close above one of these whole numbers, and I really do look for a bit of a larger pullback into that number. So like you'll see the -2 standard deviations now caught up to the 29,500 level. The issue being, you know, we're 50 points above, so the linear regression on this move widened out based on, you know, kind of the fact that we're trending up so so strong here. So times like that, maybe I'll look for the -1, right? But the -1 hasn't even caught up to 50 either. You know, we still got 20 points below the 50 level. Previous wick at 40. Next is after that, we're sitting around 15, 17, 20s. Depends. Sometimes I would look for more upside. If I can get myself into a trade and, you know, guarantee myself, you know, if say we rip through, or it looks like we might rip through 50, sometimes I'll try to get above and move my break even there and just see if I can get a runner. Or I'll play runners if I'm using micros. If I'm using one mini, it's kind of hard to do that because I'm essentially hoping we close above my take profit, toss a break even in at that $500 winner, and then see if I can get it to run. Little easier with micros, although I don't do a ton of scaling. Sometimes I'll leave like 2 runners. If I'm trading 5 of them, I'll offload 3 at my original take profit, let 2 run, stuff like that. Bradley, oh, it's just a flower. I don't know, someone knitted me a flower pillow. It's like a hippie flower. All right, so closed right at that 550. Here's where a retest of this 1 standard deviation or the 2 standard deviation feels a little bit better. We're looking at like 505. Ryan, it was. Don't worry. Yeah, like a SpongeBob flower. Yep. Although I can't lie, if I could, I don't know, is that crochet? Might be. Whatever that is. If I could do that, I'd be making a dozen of those pillows. Got 2 of them on the couch over there. Oh, thanks, Tom. It'll go great on my couch. Exactly. Yeah, no, you're right. Want to hop in long here. I just feel like I've been waiting for a little pullback, and we've just been. This might have been the best chance down here. I'm gonna bid 510 feels still a little out there. Might bid 30. I like the idea of bidding 30 here. Pull back to just the 1 standard deviation. Yeah, we'll give that a try. Just because it is kind of going without us. Although, we might get some legs here. Some sell volume coming in. Maybe we do bid like 510. We'll throw that on, see what happens. Give it 25 points. Bidding, once again, bidding the -2 standard deviation. Essentially looking for a little bit of a pullback towards 29,500. Even if we do tap 29,500, I got a little bit of run out. Might be asking for too much here, but we shall see. Might just come down to that 30, that 1 standard deviation, and keep it rocking. Yeah, you might just have to change your display name if you're trying to join and it's not allowing it. Yeah, this thing just wants to run. Oh, there you go. Look at that. Volume profiles are fixed. Shout out Tradeify. Tradester can't come soon enough. What indicator is on the right side of the chart? Sorry, I missed it. Yeah, so I'm looking at it's a 22 tick range chart, and I'm plotting a linear regression against the last 100 candles. So this is the last 100 candles, and then these are standard deviations off of that linear regression. So +1, +2, +3, and then same thing on this side: -1, -2, -3. So I look to bid these levels. When we find kind of a directional move for little bits of pullback. Sometimes they're few and far between, sometimes you get it a lot. Really just depends on what's going on. On super trendy days, you get pullbacks to these levels quite a bit. 540, 520. I'm gonna go ahead and take this off. Feels a bit optimistic. 520 is kind of in play, but I don't like that opens me up to, if we do come back down to 29,500, I'm only giving myself 25 points of risk, so that essentially doesn't give me too much risk there. 20, where are we at? Yeah, 21 right now. How do I interpret it? So you'll see us coming down right now. So essentially I'd bid this level, which I actually might do right here. We might bid 20. Again, might be a little bit hopeful, might not fully get it. 23. Bid just below. Bid 20. See if we can get in there. Give myself 25 points of risk. And we're looking for a 2-to-1, so we shall see. Cook is yapping. Oh god. It's a bit spooky. Did test it. Well, got close. Ryan, how long she been talking? Last 15 minutes, right? She went live at 1 Eastern, or was it earlier? Yeah, 15 minutes. Yeah. So, almost got there. We bid 20, got down to 25. Looks like a decent reaction. Playing it safe, trying to get these bids, trying to kind of snipe them. But yeah, you were asking how I use it as like how I use it for execution. Essentially, I'm using it to try to find low drawdown entries. Just try to get, you know, try to buy this at the bottom of the wick when it comes down and tests that level. $28. Yeah, it's gonna run without us again. No, it's actually an indicator. It's a community indicator on Tradeify. But I've made one in PineScript for TradingView. You can basically do the same thing. You're just running a linear regression on the last 100 candles, tossing a standard deviation plot of that exact linear regression. So linear, and then the standard deviation is also based on the last 100 inherently. Yeah, took off without us, so missed it by, I think, 5 points. Yeah, Tradeify has a couple linear regression tools. This is a pre-made indicator, so it just runs without needing to do anything. But yeah, like I said, I vibe coded one for PineScript in TradingView as an alternative. Right. Testing the top. Man, I just want to grab this thing long. 550. 550 is basically on that linear regression line. Could bid 550. It's just going to run without us. Throw a fib on there for another meme. Something will happen. I mean, it happened last night with Palmer. Oh, it's running. Not seeing a ton of size come in either. It's just going on its own. Lots of small buying. Just constant small buying. Nothing crazy when it comes to size. No big orders, 20 and above. Nothing 10 and above, really. Alright, up to that +2 standard deviation, reacting a little bit off of it. -2 to +2. In hindsight, does that quite a bit. But, you know, grabbing your entry is a little different. Obviously, a lot of indicators look pretty in hindsight. Man, it's running up to volume point of control. I've been looking, I've been bidding. I've been bidding this thing for the last 10, 15, 20 minutes. But we are running up into, yeah, the nice thing about this is it I don't know, it forces me to put entries in what I would consider a safe space, like a safe spot. I miss them a lot, but it keeps me away from trouble. So if I can understand the moves that are happening, and I'm looking at the markets right, then, you know, trying to grab it in these areas generally keeps me pretty safe and away from drawdown. Drawdown's my worst nightmare. Just, as long as I'm staying away from that, we're good. Coming back up into volume point of control, 29,600. Strong move. V bottom. Caught legs. Got a little bit of a retracement. Missed it by 5 points. And continued pushing up. I don't even know how to use fib, if I'm being honest. I don't even know. I've rarely used fib. I mean, like, my thing with fib is what am I marking out? Am I marking out the whole day? Strong moves? I hate this song that's playing right now, if you guys can hear it. Every time it does that, like, stutter effect, I think my stream's lagging out. Stream beats every single time I hear it, and I think my stream's breaking. No, I don't typically mark out overnight highs and lows. I always look for opening price. It's something that I'll pay attention to, but where's last night's overnight low? 29,700. Oh, for fibs. Gotcha. Yeah, there's a lot of ways to use the fibs. Alright, could get something here. Little bit of resistance, kind of front ran volume point of control at 2,600. Yeah, exactly, Nick. I don't know what people mark. That's where it gets weird. So the market will go up again for sure, right? Or it'll go down. Nothing's ever for sure with these markets. Maybe bid 50 again? 50 could be interesting. Or look for the top of these wicks here at 60, which coincides with the -1 standard deviation. Kind of bouncing between right now. I'll bid 60. Looks, again, like it's a little out of reach. Looks like we might just run. Yeah, exactly, Nick. If I take a short, it'll go up from here. Dude, Yuri, he's a... Oh, I'm drawing a fib right now. Yeah, see? Get that out of here. Yuri, he's a trooper, dude. He's here all day. Mitch has been locked in the last couple days. Mitch was here all day yesterday, asking awesome questions, talking, chatting it up. Ryan's been here all day, talking about levels, looking at different stuff. Yeah, especially if tweets start getting launched. Exactly, Austin. People start launching tweets, it gets a little weird. Yeah, oh yeah, Bradley's been here all day. I mean, he's got the #1 badge right now. Bradley went out to lunch, came back, and said what's up immediately. Appreciate you guys for sticking with us. I know the other guys who just started this new streaming rotation appreciate it too. It's been awesome. Take that, everyone. No, stand on that. Remote work, everyone's dream. How many guys? Lambra. That's why Lambra is always in the Discord. How many guys? Oh, so there are currently three additional people streaming. So I come every day. I follow up Matt's stream and trade at 11 o'clock Eastern, 10 o'clock Central. Trade the lunch hour. We do a giveaway. Danny comes in for power hour, so he'll be in at 2 o'clock Eastern, 1 Central. So stick around for him if you're hanging out in the stream. Jaws streams Globex Open. He streams at 5 Central, 6 Eastern. And then you can catch Jamie in the London session bright and early if you're in the United States, trading before market open, New York market open. He leads us back into match stream. And shortly, I'm not exactly sure on the timeline, but we will have someone streaming the Asian session. And I think that'll be a Korean stream. So that should be awesome too. In the overnight. We're also branching out into new props, looking at different props. You can go to tbm.gg, check out little rundown on all the different props we'll be trading. You'll see us trade. Right now I'm trading Apex accounts. Actually won one of the giveaways Matt was doing this morning. He was with the Tradeify CEO on his stream. Did a marathon stream the other day. So big stuff. Monday, Korean stream. Host is Ria. There we go. Thank you, Matt. Yeah, a lot of big stuff happening. Super fun. Said it yesterday, but I think it's really cool for the community. Just, you know, we all hang out in the Discord and chat trades and do this stuff anyway, so getting the chance to do it live with you guys is pretty awesome. Again, feels like it's kind of out of reach, but we'll toss an order on for 50. We'll bid 50. Pull back to the -2 standard deviation. Really haven't gotten much of it this entire move up. Running into a little resistance here at volume point of control. See if we come back down. I actually like that risk. Allows me to set my stop just below the bottom of this little bit of consolidation here. 25 points of risk. Although we might not get that. We might just tear through volume point of control and up into IBL. So right idea, just haven't gotten an entry. 570 could be interesting too. A little bit more risk on. Actually, might want to take a stab at that. Because we did get this strong move higher, so 570. Let's see if we can get a pullback down to the -1 standard deviation. Where's that put us in terms of take profit? It puts us up above volume point of control, but still below IBL if we do get the fill. Looking for 50 points, risking 25, 2-to-1. 2-to-1 trades always out of me. Similar risk profile on most of the trades I take. Just so I can understand, you know, the dynamics of my risk, drawdown, risk of ruin, things like that. Implications of my trades on my equity curve, different expected values, stuff like that. And I think I want to do a little bit of a segment where we go over some more of that stuff, where we talk more of the math behind some of these props. I have a math background, so I could talk about that all day. Might go over some people's heads, but I don't know. It's not too crazy to figure out, especially with these rule sets we're handed, right? So, all right, see if we get filled here. Missing it again by 2 points. Two in a row. Give us the maths. Again. We have the right idea. We're bidding in safe spots, trying not to take a ton of drawdown, trying to get in. We're executing well. We're just missing these fills by a point or two. I think 3 points earlier, 2 points now. Yesterday we ended up with a break-even trade, but we only took 4 points of drawdown. Broke through volume point of control here at 29,600. Yeah, the missed fills by a couple ticks are following me around here. No, it's a little bit more than a couple ticks, but I mean, still 2 points. The scheme of things. Yep, exactly. They'll come. Not worth chasing. More important that I protect myself. Ooh, strong candle here. A lot of buying once we broke back above volume point of control. 83, 49. Some buying in size here. Yeah, this thing's running. Down to 90? How's 90 look? 90 looks good for the bid. Really just bouncing off this one standard deviation over and over. Looks pretty until it doesn't, so, you know, take that with a grain of salt. Wicked out at 582. Yeah. 100 market sellers. Yeah, so I mean, plus these sales in, plus the 1s and 2s. But I guess, did these happen at the same time? No, these were before. A lot of selling after these large orders. How are you guys connecting accounts from the different companies? We are not for the time being. So I think there's third-party software that allows you to trade, if you're on Rhythmic, allows you to trade like multiple sets of props at once. But none of us really do that based on, you know, the reliability of third-party stuff. So for now, we're just kind of rotating, and I think Matt is just rotating between copy trading different chunks of accounts on each prop. We've taken we've bid this thing 3 times, and did I take a trade today? We've bid it 3 times, missed by 2 points each time. Each time we've gotten exactly what we wanted to see, just missed it by a point or two. So might need to be slightly more aggressive. Yeah, Bradley, it's, you know, it doesn't tell you much, but it gives you a little bit of context into what's happening. Just being able to differentiate if buying or selling on market is coming in with size, or if it's coming in the ones and twos, if it's more of an organized buying, stuff like that. Tradester will have that built in. Not sure on that. That would be awesome, though. Really looking forward to Tradester. Alright. Basically, volume point of controls, this 1 standard deviation, so a little lower, actually, 96. So I'm actually down to toss a bid in. 29,600. Weekly point of control sitting right at the 600 level 2. Yeah. I mean, we got to close above. Interesting to see if we close somewhere here around 15 in the next couple minutes, or we close this candle, come down, retest it, and move up towards initial balance. That's what I'm looking for. Although, with a target of 50 points, initial balance might get in the way there. Will Tradester have an auto copy Matt's trades feature? Probably not. Probably not. In fact, I'm pretty certain it will not have that. But I know they're working hard on it, so excited for all that news when we finally get it. Again, it's just running without us. Wants to go. Let's see if we get a close and a retest of this 600 level. Is everyone trading their accounts? Yeah, we're trading all our own accounts. Yeah, I figured you're trolling. More buying coming in size here, but what we're seeing is it's all getting absorbed. So these large orders did not move price at all. These black dot orders, 65, 22, 26, 19. A lot of absorbed buying here. So, interesting spot. Kind of front running initial balance low here. Interesting. But I mean, we're moving up. I mean, as we kind of we move up to these prior highs here before where all this consolidation and volume was before this move down, might expect to get a little bit of a little bit of a battle. Absorbed selling too, so we shall see. Yeah, you know what? We'll leave this trade on. 25 points of risk. 5 minis, 250 bucks. Adam, do I have my own channel where I stream? No, I stream from here. This is where I live. Every day following Matt's stream, you can catch me trading the lunch hour. We got about 25 more minutes here before we pass the torch over to Danny Dimes. So he'll be trading Power Hour. If you're sticking around, make sure you give him a shout. Interesting spot. A lot of absorbed buying and selling. Let's see if we come down and test this. A little worried this is where we come down to the -2 standard deviation, and we come down to like 85. But in that case, we have, again, running without us. Why does that name sound familiar? Yeah, he hangs out in chat. He's been stopping by, saying what's up in all the streams. He edits for Matt, so he does editing stuff. And he'll be trading Power Hour. Cool guy. Also a little bit of a different style of trading. We all have different styles. Jamie's been taking great trades in the morning. He's been awesome to watch. Really cool content. The director of editing. Something like that. Something like that. Looks like it's going to run again without us. Might just run up into IB. Let's see. A lot of buying and then immediate selling in the ones. Right. Let me refresh the stream beats real quick. Coming up into an interesting spot. Yeah, exactly. Adam, read my mind. Big resistance levels. A lot of volume put in here earlier. I mean, IB basically acted as a brick wall. A ton of attempted buying here. Rejection of IBL, I agree. Little risk. Rourke, have I always been on Tradeify? Yes, I've always been on Tradeify. I'm a creature of habit, so not worth introducing uncomfortability with a new platform, right? And especially with waiting for TRADESTER to be launched. I know I'm going to move to TRADESTER when it comes out, so in the meantime, no reason switching. Almost went with Sierra, but the setup was intimidating, so... Go ahead and take this off. Ran without us once again. Rejection of IBL. How do we play that? Some more sizable buying. Austin, why don't I play some original music? It's something I've given some thought to. I have a ton of it. I don't really do anything with it, so we might get there someday. Could be cool. Yeah, I have a ton of equipment in here. I have a bunch of analog synths, a couple full-sized keyboards, guitars, basses, a bunch of stuff. Kind of my hobby room. Using deep charts, yeah. Still finding some resistance up here, right above, or right below IB. 613? Bid 613 here? I like the 613 bid. A little bit more aggressive, but we've been a bit hands-off so far. Let's see, that'd be 85. 88? Yeah. Is that how math works? Yeah, I use Pro Tools. Pro Tools for like vocal tracking and audio tracking. A lot of recording, like recording end. If I'm just like messing around making something that's like more house music-y, I'll use FL. Used Ableton for a while. Kind of bounced around. Whole music cell, yeah. I love the music setup. I don't know, I come in here and just kind of zen out and make music for hours at a time. Nice little way to find some relaxation. All right, move this up to 15. See if we can get that. Play this a little bit below IB, see if we get a bit of a reaction off and then a break above. There you go. Oh, that's sick. Bradley, do you still do music stuff, or is that where your career went? What'd you end up doing? Logic? Yeah. Logic's good. I have buddies that use Logic for a while. I'm a Windows guy. I haven't used a Mac, so a lot of them use Logic on their Macs. I mean, 600, 29,600 still feels like it's in play. But want to get a little bit more aggressive here. We're reaching the end of the stream, coming up on IB. Again, 5 points off. I'll leave this on for a minute or two. Just a reminder, guys, Danny Dimes will be live in 15 minutes. Trading Power Hour. Was in chat earlier talking a little bit about what he traded today. Had a nice green day earlier, so I'm sure he'll be walking you guys through some of the trades he took. Yep. Yeah, there's quite a bit of volume at 620, so that actually would have been a good spot to try to take it. Yeah, translate. We finally got up to that 660. Well, we're closing in on 660, but we had to deal with value area or value point of control first, and now we're up flush against IB again, which we ran into quite a bit of an issue with earlier. So, I mean, do we think it'll be an inside day? Think we recover from here? What, we're down 0.5? My eyes don't work. 0.5% on the day. Only 150 points down, including the overnight session. So, from yesterday's close. Top of the hour gets interesting too. Not sure if I would want to hold something into the top of the hour. 20 still looks interesting to me. 600 still looks like it's in play, but you know, it's a bit farther out. Bit of an ask to get there. Basically flush up against. Maybe we bid the 20 level again. What's the 20 level look like on the actual contract? Translate, no, I mean, you went on that was a roller coaster, dude. Glad you, what's going on here? Glad you got out when you did. Green is green, my friend. Money's money. See money, take money. I'll stand on that. Charts are struggling here. There we go. Tap 25, broke through. All right. Interested in a retest. Although, again, might run without us. It's running. Take it at 40. Gives us drawdown to 15. ATR is falling, so this feels like quite a bit of room. Yeah. Big reaction through. Tons of sizable buying, a lot of conviction here. Even buying in the 1s and 2s. I mean, great recovery from earlier. Pushing past all this junk in the 650s, top of these wicks. Almost tempted to, now that ATR's down closer to 40, try to take a scalp with a full contract. What am I looking at? Something's not right with that. There we go. Okay. I was gonna say gap on the 5-minute. $630s. Still below IB. What's going on with Tradeify's doing something interesting here. Struggling a bit. Here we go. Bid 650, round number. Half size here, just to give ourselves a little bit of drawdown. We got 10 minutes left in the stream, so just a reminder, Danny Dimes live after this for Power Hour. Depending on your browser, you'll either be pushed over there automatically when I wrap this up in a couple, or just visit the YouTube page. Should be able to find him live under the live tabs, or if not, when I sign off, you'll be able to find him if you just click on the profile picture and find the live stream. Yep, quite an interesting day. $50 gives me 25. Yeah, right. Missed my entries long by 3 points over and over and over again. Sit through an hour of chop, miss my entries down by a couple points, miss my entries up by a couple points, and re-enter chop at IB. Would be a way to do it. We're gonna bid 50 here. A bit aggressive, but we're going half size, even though ATR is only 40 right now, so we don't get filled here relatively soon. We'll just hang out for the rest of the session and transition over to Danny's stream here. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Bradley. Somewhere in the 650s. It works with my risk profile. Give myself 25 points. Puts my stop loss below IB, which I think is the important thing in this circumstance. Yeah, Matt, they think your luck is rubbing off on us. Missing by a tick with one NQ. I'm missing by like 2 points, 3 points. I think I've missed four good trades by 3 or 4 points here. But rather play it safe than lose money. So we'll never apologize for that. Good entry is a good entry. But yeah, it's rubbing off. Some selling up here, but it's getting absorbed. I mean, a good strong close above IB, so. Was my full trade from getting wicked out at 582. I think I'm done for the day. Yeah. Got short at 80. I don't mind that. Shorting back into IB. Anthony. Guys, I'm confused. Think I blew my eval account. Still up on the account. How does drawdown work using end of day on the 50K? Double check your rule set. That's interesting. I mean, end of day depends how much profit you've made and where you stand. So can certainly be up on the day and still blow an account. Anthony P. And a break even. Break even's great. We love break even. This thing's just running without us. Yeah, I'm taking it off too, Bradley. I don't like the. I mean, we ran 50 points immediately. So great question. Where does it stabilize? I mean, we're inside of balance now. We've gotten past these highs. I mean, a retest of IB still kind of interesting to me. I mean, next stop we're looking at VWAP, right? Oh, tons of buying in size. Tons of sizable buying. 30, 36, 34. Some of it's getting absorbed. A lot of it getting through. Yeah, there's just a lot of buying coming in. I mean, session VWAP's 50 points away. We have an ATR of like 43, so we're, you know, potentially like 5 minutes away from session VWAP here. Yeah, crazy V-shaped recovery here. Broke through the meme trend line and took off. $65. $65 feels sketchy. Yeah, I was looking at the 660 area. But again, it's all aggressive. Bit of this getting absorbed. Strong move though. GG's to anybody that got long here. Closed their eyes, got long, and let it red. Oh, yeah. Pumping up through 700. Wow. I mean, we basically rotated from the rotation from 600 to 700 was quick. A lot of buying coming in, small size. Only thing I got out of all of this is FOMO. Same. Yeah, Mitch, I mean, there's something to be said about just seeing an aggressive move and being able to pull the trigger and making that move. I don't really function that way. I tend to get a lot of FOMO, so, you know, I'd rather sit on my hands and take the trades I know. And if I miss them by 3-4 points, I miss them by 3-4 points. I will definitely be hanging out, trading for a little longer once I hop off. Definitely going to say what's up in Danny's chat. Just a reminder, guys, 5 minutes. I will be pushing you guys over to Danny's stream. If you're new, if you haven't heard the spiel we've all been given, Danny trades power hour right after me. I pick the torch up after Matt. When he's done finishing, I trade. Danny comes in at power hour. Little on in the evening for Globex Open, 5 o'clock Central, 6 o'clock Eastern. Jaws will come in. does his thing. Starting Monday morning, we will have an overnight session, trader streaming in Korean, which should be awesome. And then Jamie picks up the stream in the morning for New York session pre-market or London market. And then Matt streams his regular hours. A lot of cool stuff happening. Brett was on today. CEO of Tradeify gave out a special discount. We had the marathon stream on Monday doing the announcement. Make sure you check out. Make sure you check out the prop firm breakdown on tbm.gg. Lot going on here. So check out the different props we'll be trading. Use code TBM. Huge announcement. So make sure you guys check that out. We got 2 minutes, 3 minutes here still. So just going to hang out. We'll pass the torch over to Danny. Is my VWAP not the CME session? No, I think it is. Although I've been having issues with Tradeify today, so we'll see. But yeah. 29, 6, 90, 23. Interesting spot. When you guys move over to Danny's stream, remember it is a new stream, so run up the like button. I think he'll have a giveaway for you guys, so make sure you hop over there, like the stream up, say what's up for me. This thing's just running. Kind of want to get aggressive and take a trade, but we'll be over that in a couple minutes here. So yeah, appreciate you guys hanging out with me all day. Mitch has been here all day. Ryan's been in here all day. Great conversation. A lot of new faces. Crazy move here towards the end. We sat through quite a bit of chop, and ever since there's been a lot of opportunities. So appreciate you guys. Yeah, Austin's been here all day. Number one, he's got the number one crown right now. Bradley's been hanging out all day. Great conversations. Yeah, Power Hour should be interesting, man. I don't know. We will see. We will see. But that's gonna do it for me. So GG guys. Appreciate you. Be smart, be patient. And I will catch you tomorrow. Tune in for Danny's stream. I'm going to push you guys over there now.